A mascot of Mortal Kombat canon, Hanzo Hasashi, also known as Scorpion, bears the distinction, alongside Raiden and Sub-Zero, of being the only playable character to appear in one form or another in every MK title. Throughout the generations, Scorpion has portrayed the role of misguided antagonists, acting both honorably or evilly to service his own needs. To be fair, he's stayed to the dark side far more than not, joining evil forces to resurrect his clan or to inflict revenge on those who betrayed him. As such, he's been typically typecast as one of Mortal Kombat's principal villains, and his appearance throughout the years has reflected his fearsomeness. First appearing in 1992's Mortal Kombat as a palette swap of the game's other ninja-based characters, most notably Sub-Zero, Scorpion's black and yellow getup has gone on to become iconic, with Scorpion immediately amongst the most recognizable of Mortal Kombat characters. Completing his early look was a black hood and yellow face mask covering his mouth and nose. Improvements in graphical fidelity for Mortal Kombat 2 and 3 gave Scorpion a more detailed look, with his yellow vest given a padded jacket type texture in MK2, alongside facewear now closely resembling a hockey mask. The appearance of his mask softened somewhat in Mortal Kombat 3, instead seeming to follow the natural contours of his face more closely. His ninja garment became a patchwork of yellow panels with over-exaggerated triangular shoulder pads, adding an intimidating sharpness to his already formidable look. 1997's Mortal Kombat 4 saw a refinement to Scorpion's garb, trimming the triangularity of his vest to something more fitted, with a mask resembling the jawline of a skull and a neat skull belt to round out the look. This would be the last time we'd see Scorpion in his yellow and black outfit for the next couple of entries. For 2002's Deadly Alliance, it was out with the yellow and in with the gold, but this was not a more regal look at all, but something altogether sinister. The components of his outfit remain the mask and hood, the vest, and skull belt. But it's clear Scorpion was intended to look more formidable than he's ever been for this entry. His two hilted swords confirm this, although perhaps he didn't need those on account of him being immune to death at this point in Mortal Kombat's lore. He's a soul ceaselessly hellbent on revenge, with his wrathful spirit ramping up by 2004's Mortal Kombat Deception, and his outfit becoming more heavily armored as a result. The gold remains, but for the first time, his mask covers his whole face, and he enters battle protected by huge shoulder pads. 2006's Mortal Kombat Armageddon saw Scorpion return to yellow, and to an outfit plucking the best bits from his threads in Mortal Kombat's 3 and 4. In is the paneled vest and sharp shoulders from MK3, as well as the skull-esque mask from MK4. But gone are the twin black-mounted swords. 2011's Mortal Kombat, though, gave Scorpion yet another reboot, with NetherRealm Studios' first attempt at refining Scorpion's look definitely sticking the landing. Here, he's more armored than ever. The swords are back alongside metal-plated shoulder pads, gauntlets, a reptilian textured hood, and a fantastic exoskeleton mask. The color has returned to gold, but it's brighter, more, for a lack of a better word, yellowy gold, and it honestly looks great. Arguably the meanest Scorpion has ever looked. Plus, points for the extra elements of detail adding unique personality to his outfit, most notably the stinger-shaped katana handles. Mortal Kombat X simplified his look somewhat whilst retaining the sinister character Scorpion is now famous for. His loose fabric hood, reminiscent of those first Mortal Kombat entries, has returned, but his outfit overall is a long, more snug and less angular. The heavy armor has been trimmed back, and the gauntlets replaced by leather-looking buckle-clad wristbands. His golden mask consumes most of his face, with sharp, ominous eyes, the only distinguishing feature, piercing through the darkness of his overall appearance. Mortal Kombat 11 retained Scorpion's look from MKX, but introduced surprising elements of color. Red undergarments and silver plating round out Scorpion's most recent look. Perhaps indicative of a change of tack for Mortal Kombat 2023's reboot, Scorpion appears hoodless and thus less imposing in the Mortal Kombat 1 trailers. However, the timelines have changed as Kuai Liang is now Scorpion. He's still rocking his yellow garb though, with the hints of yellow and silver introduced in Mortal Kombat 11's reappearing too. The iconic yellow of Scorpion's look is deliberate, hugely related to the lore of the Shirai Ryu, who chose yellow as their signature colorway, in mockery of the rivals of the Lid Kuei and its Sub-Zero title. The yellow also complements the fieriness of Scorpion's powers and his command of NetherRealm's fire variant Hellfire. Scorpion is both immune to fire and able to wield it with such power as to decimate his enemies, most notably spewing it from his skull in deadly signature fatality. This move, the iconic Toasty, has been a mainstay of Scorpion's moveset since day one, rarely evolving from a steady stream of fire which burns Scorpion's opponents alive. For Mortal Kombat 2011 and Mortal Kombat X, Toasty included a fire around the skull, but those were aesthetic choices by the design team. The only evolution of note with Scorpion's signature fatality is how opponents are affected by it. The first Mortal Kombat saw receivers of Toasty burned down to skeletons. Mortal Kombat 2 saw enemies flail about before burning to the ground. In MK3, opponent skeletons were reduced to ash. But by Mortal Kombat 2011, the gory detail in Toasty saw opponents' flesh slowly burn off, with screams of pain maximized in Mortal Kombat X. Throughout the generations, Scorpion has demonstrated a handful of fighting styles, Paigwa and Maifa, in Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance and Mortal Kombat Deception respectively. Owing to Scorpion's ninja origins, his predominant fighting style is Hapkido, an eclectic South Korean martial art which makes heavy use of hand and leg strikes from distance, plus joint locks and throws from close range. This is witnessed in his signature leg takedown move and his air throw, known as Demon Slam in Mortal Kombat 11. In Demon Slam, Scorpion's throwing opponents to the ground receives a Hellfire upgrade, spinning his foe through the air before slamming them to the ground and stabbing them in the upper back. Hellfire Punch is another of Scorpion's signature moves, him again leaning on his ninja training to teleport behind opponents before striking them with a brutal punch. In Mortal Kombat Deception, this move was switched to a kick before the punch returned in Mortal Kombat Armageddon. This move has received significant evolution in Mortal Kombat's most recent entries. In Mortal Kombat 2011, Scorpion can unleash a Hellfire Punch without exclusively teleporting behind opponents. In Mortal Kombat X, Scorpion can switch the move up to a kick if performed on the ground. And in Mortal Kombat 11, Scorpion can leave an after image of himself to distract opponents whilst he teleports and stabs them instead of the customary punch or kick. Ninjutsu was an alternative fighting style for Scorpion in Mortal Kombat X, utilizing a blend of demonic powers and precision-based moves purportedly practiced by ninjas, involving heavy use of dual katanas. Arguably Scorpion's most gruesome finisher, Stop Ahead, features in this game. Here, Scorpion slices the opponent's face clean off, revealing brains and sinew as their foe is still alive. It's a harrowing end, and something we hope Scorpion will be capable of when Mortal Kombat 1 emerges. From Mortal Kombat 1's trailers, we're treated to sights of Scorpion wielding his dual katanas, so there's at least a chance that the ninjutsu fighting style will reappear. It is possible Scorpion will be at least less reliant on flames and teleporting this time around, given the fact that he's not Hanzo Hasashi, but Kuai Liang. So the path to Scorpion's family being wiped out with him reincarnated as a vengeful wraith is perhaps not going to happen in the new timeline. What we might get instead is a Scorpion more adept at using pure fighting skills and technique, rather than supernatural fire and skeletons. Having said that, where is Hanzo Hasashi anyways?
Get over here!
Hey, did you know that we at Gaming Bolt upload new videos every day? Stick around, drop a like, subscribe, and hit that bell, and let us know what kind of content you'd like to see in the future with a comment below.